Hello and welcome to Computer Science Applications and Initiatives for Middle Schoolers, presented to you by YCW. YCW stands for Youth Coding Workshops and is a nonprofit organization that is focused on helping middle schoolers learn how to program and create initiatives in middle school. My name is Kath, and I am the founder and CEO of YCW. In my free time, I like to competitively program, create music, and design and develop games.
Hey, my name is Samart, and I'm one of the co-founders of YCW, and I'm currently a curriculum designer head here. I'm responsible for creating curriculums for the languages that we offer, as well as coming up with ideas for future curriculums for future languages that we might offer. I started programming very late into my life, but developed a very strong passion for it when I did start. I've worked on many small projects, including researching interpreters and creating my own database.
Hey there, my name is Trace, and I'm responsible for managing the workshops and creating competitions at YCW. I started programming at a very young age, around 9 years ago. However, I moved from language to language, subject to subject over the years, until I found that I loved making CPUs and writing operating systems. So, what is a computer? At the most basic level, a computer is something that takes some input from you, whether it be a keyboard press or mouse click, and transforms it to some kind of output. You can see this when you move your mouse and the cursor moves on the screen. Although this seems trivial, there is actually an incredible amount of work put into doing just that, involving multiple systems from multiple companies from different time periods, working together to achieve one goal. And yet that's just the tip of the iceberg. Computers are able to perform large, complex calculations in real time at incredible speeds, something that would take humans years or even decades to solve by hand. Well, what is computer science? Computer science is the art of instructing the computer such that humanity will benefit from it. Whether this be performing research, completing complex calculations, or simply playing games like Minecraft. Everything in the world requires some kind of calculation, some kind of problem to be solved, and so computers amplify our ability to tackle immense problems, make breakthroughs in science, and advance our understanding of the world. Computer science gives you an opportunity to impact the world around you.
Let's now focus on the applications of computer science. More specifically, how computer science is used in the variety of job markets that exist today. One example of a job market is game design and development. This is a largely growing field of entertainment where companies like Nintendo and AAA fight to get their games on the top-selling markets. Most people know that to create games, you need computer science, but many people do not know just how much work goes into programming and designing a game. I will be focusing specifically on a few aspects, like character AI and physics. For example, let's take a look at a creeper in Minecraft. Creeper in Minecraft has a very simple AI. First of all, if the player is not near them, it just moves around randomly. If it sees a player, it will follow it, and once it's in the near vicinity of the player, it will explode. Now, what you as middle schoolers can do is you can work with this character AI and you can modify it if you get into Minecraft modding. Now, Minecraft is developed using Java, and it is relatively easy to actually modify or add on to Java's code to change characters or add your own mobs or creatures into Minecraft. For example, this is called the Mo Creepers mod. There are two creepers presented here. One is red and one is black. When they explode, they each do different things. For example, the red creeper, when it blows up, it spawns in lava. This could be something you might be interested in. Another cool aspect of game design is your own physics engine. How can you move around in a world? How does gravity work in your world? Let's take a classic, Super Mario Galaxy. In Super Mario Galaxy, you can run around, but you can also jump to different planets and interact with different characters using gravity. In each game, gravity is different, and programmers have to come up with their own physics for their own games. If you're interested in this line of work, you might want to go ahead and research Unity and C#. Unity is actually an engine that a lot of game developers use to create professional games, but it's also relatively easy to get into. All you need is a little bit of programming experience and a little bit of game design experience, And you can just watch tutorials and make your own 2D and 3D games such as Geometry Dash or Rolling Sky or other mobile games. Another major field where computer science is heavily used is marketing. Ever went on YouTube to watch one video and then get recommended with another really cool video and then you just spiral down the YouTube hole until you've wasted 3 hours of your life? That's because the YouTube team has developed a machine learning model that can recommend you videos based on your watch preferences. Machine learning is a subset of AI that gets trained with a massive amount of data to predict something with frightening accuracy. It can be seen in almost any of the prominent job markets we know of today. Another crazy thing is that people get paid over $80,000 on average just to make websites rank the highest on Google or Yahoo's search engines. It may seem like a simple task, but understanding the artificial intelligence that is embedded into search engines is no easy feat, and it takes years of experience to know how to optimize all parts of a website to get it on the ranking list of any search engine. The concepts that I've described may seem advanced at first, but you as a middle schooler can get started by learning how to create and design websites using HTML and CSS, one of the easiest programming languages to learn. After you've learned how to design and create websites with HTML, you can move on to JavaScript and make your website dynamic and responsive, and even create games within your website.
Another application of computer science is in the sciences, such as biology, chemistry, physics, and astronomy. For example, in biology, one can use computer science to predict protein folding, which allows you to visualize how different molecules will interact with each other, which is especially useful when trying to figure out how a vaccine will interact with the cells of a patient, allowing you to predict how efficient it will be at neutralizing the virus or bacteria it aims to defeat.
Another extremely important use for computer science is in the medical fields, especially when it comes to handling things with precision. Many robots have been created to assist doctors in surgeries, such as the Da Vinci robot that was created 5 years ago. There have also been AI models that have been used to predict health issues such as cancer and other deadly diseases, and have been able to treat it quicker than most experienced doctors. Both the entertainment and music industry also use a heavy amount of computer sciences. Music, for example, has very intricate programs written for pitch and note detection, so it can be used by producers when creating music. Machine learning models are also used to be able to recommend popular artists to others who might have never heard of them. This can usually be seen on apps such as Spotify or SoundCloud. So how can you take initiative? One way you can take initiative is by creating personal projects. Personal projects are one of the most important aspects for anyone getting into computer sciences. When I started programming, I started making small projects using the new knowledge I learned. This is the exact way most people start learning and applying new knowledge in computer sciences. Shreyas, for example, stated that he jumped from topic to topic when he was younger until he settled on a single subject. To be able to do this, he had to experiment and create his own programs to be able to understand what he actually liked making. But not only that, projects can also help you understand the importance of collaboration with others. Sometimes making a big program is almost impossible for one person. Working together will result in a higher output than just by yourself.
Clubs are also a great way to take initiative by giving back to the community in some way, or even getting together a group of people to explore your passions. And this isn't just limited to computer science either. To create a club, there are 3 simple procedures. First, you must have a vision in mind. Your vision or goal cannot be too specific, like creating Minecraft parodies of mainstream songs, but cannot be too vague either, like a programming club or a math club. You need to hone in onto an idea that you think that people might enjoy and like, something that can get together members of your school, of your middle school, and get them to explore their passions. Some good ideas are to start a club that works on developing professional websites for other clubs in your school, or a club that focuses on Minecraft modding. After you have an idea that you're passionate about, you need to reach out to as many friends as you can about your idea. You cannot be timid or shy. You have to be able to demonstrate your passion and vision to peers in order for them to join your club. You also need to be able to contact a supervisor. They do not need to know anything about your club. That is a common misconception. They just have to be supportive of you and your passions. Finally, once you make your club, you cannot just go with the flow. You need to take the time to plan major events and milestones for your club to make it a truly successful and engaging semester or year, depending on how long your club lasts. Now, I'm going to be talking about an initiative that I made, which is Youth Coding Workshops, or YCW. I followed these 3 steps, and it's led me to success in this nonprofit. First of all, you need to create a vision. Visions take a long time to create. It took me around 3 months to come up with this idea. I had to really sift through all of the different skill sets that I had and come up with this idea. Because, I have taught people how to program for around 2 years in the past. And so I could use that knowledge and give back to my community by creating workshops for middle schoolers to learn from. And that was my initial seed or thought or idea that I had. Then I had to reach out and contact a lot of my friends in order for them to join my club. I contacted Shreyas, I contacted Samarth. These are 2 close friends of mine that I thought might be interested in this idea. And now they have been helping me for quite a while now. You also need to be able to contact supervisors. In our case, we had to contact schools, to be able to host workshops at different middle schools. And then finally, of course, we planned lots of events. We have lots of competitions, and we have an ongoing tournament as we speak. Speaking of our tournament, I think it's a good time to talk about why youth coding workshops might be a good fit for you. Youth Coding Workshops is a community of innovative programmers that might not know programming at all or might know a lot of programming. What we focus on is providing you the resources to explore your passions and create initiatives in middle school. We have curricula in Python, HTML, Scratch, JavaScript, and more to come. And we hope that by watching these curricula, you'll be able to come up with an idea for what you want to do as a programmer in middle school. To join, all you need to do is join our Discord at bit.ly/YCWDiscord. Finally, if you want to take a look at our curriculum, you can access our website at ycwalameda.weebly.com. We thank you for listening to our presentation, and we hope you learned a lot about the application of computer science.